What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. They're linked for you in the description to this video, so go ahead and go check them out there. We had a busy hail day yesterday, actually, so we've got multiple 3-star maps to go over for you guys at the beginning of our show here, as well as our upcoming events. And then getting into today's weather, we have that same cold front from the past couple of days, pushing off to the east, so we're going to continue to see storms developing up along that. And so talking about our where, when, and everything, and then getting into tomorrow, weekend storms possible as that cold front makes its way towards and off the east coast. So going into all of that for our show today. But first, upcoming events. We're still at the Atlas All-Stars Stadium Tour that's going on all summer. May 10th is going to be our next show. That's in Oklahoma City, so it's local for us. Come say hello to the Hail Trace crew on May 10th, or come to any of these other events. We got tons of cities on here. We're going to be in lots of stadiums. Derek's the keynote speaker, and he'll have prizes and giveaways. So going to be a fun time for the rest of this summer. Then, come see us at the Contractor Happy Hour. It's at the Derby Restaurant in Dallas, Texas, and it's on April 27th. So if you guys want to come see us there, that one's coming up quick in less than a week here, and we're looking forward to saying hello and having a happy hour with you guys. So a couple things on the agenda there for our upcoming events. Now into our 3-star map, there's all the hail reports that came in for yesterday. So again, right along that cold front is where all those formed, and there were no shortages of hail, wind, tornado reports to go around. Mostly hail and some wind for the folks up in the upper parts of the Ohio Valley and Chicagoland area, got hit with some severe stones, and then down into the lower Mississippi Valley and Texas, plenty more to go around. You guys in Dallas did get hit last night, got some 2-inch hail through, well, we'll talk about it in a second, but some 2-inch hail through parts of the city, and then plenty more to go around for the rest of the area. So lots going on yesterday. Getting into our first 3-star map, yes, it is for Dallas. Plano is the area that got hit with isolated 2-inch hail, mostly golf balls through the area, but we did get some spikes that, got us some 2-inch hail through Plano. And then even more that went just south of Terrell. Folks in San Antonio got hit with some quarters. Plenty of Texas saw hail in addition to Dallas. So map name is Plano, Carrollton, and Forney, Texas. Max hail size on that was 2.5 inches. Impacted over 472,000 homes, guys. So if you want access to that map, go ahead and scan that QR code in the banner there above me, or click the link in the description to this video, and you guys can go ahead and sign up or request a demo, or if you already have Hail Trace, go download that map now. Then we had another 3-star for you guys in Missouri. So Mexico, Missouri is, really the biggest city that got hit with the biggest hail there. And then we got some more moving off between Ellsbury and O'Fallon there. So map name on that is Mexico and Troy, Missouri. Max hail size was through Mexico, 2 inches, and impacted 43,732 homes. So another impactful map for Missouri. They've gotten a few storms this year through the area with some big hail, so this is not their first rodeo for this spring season, but another high-end map for you guys in that area. Then last but not least, for the Chicagoland folks, got a couple of swaths that went up through there. Peoria got hit as well. Map name on this is Peoria, Glenview, Illinois hail. And, got some large hail that went right through Peoria proper. Ping-ponged to golf balls on that. And then up through Elgin, Glencoe, got more orange swath for you guys, and quite a bit of population impacted by severe hail, quarters at least. So max hail size on that was golf balls, and impacted 182,343 homes. So quite a few folks fell in severe hail swaths from that. So another 3-star map for you guys up in Illinois. So that's what we have for yesterday. And then for today, you can still see that same cold front advancing there all the way from the upper parts of the Ohio Valley all the way down into Texas. So if you guys are in the lower Mississippi Valley there, got quite some storms going on through the Gulf. There are like 80-mile-an-hour winds on that over the sea, but then, you know, once you get up into land, tapers off a little bit, and we're waiting to see those storms kind of resurge once they get a hold of that heat and instability that's going to happen in the midday. Then up through the Ohio Valley, same situation, storms getting ready to intensify a little bit as they track into Ohio and potentially bringing severe storms along with them. There's the temperature gradient in that cold front, now only 53 in Kansas City, and it looks like it might stay cold for parts of the Central Plains for the next while here, next few days. So, you know, if you're looking forward to planting season, that one's kind of out the window for the next few days. But then out into, you know, the east, 77 degrees in Atlanta, 83 in Miami, so much warmer out ahead of that, but that cold front will cut off some of those warm temperatures over the weekend as it makes its way off the Gulf. Then for humidity, the only areas that are really hanging on to that, again, are out ahead of that cold front. So we're at 51 in Atlanta, 68 in New Orleans. So that's where we really have enough instability to see widespread hail. Then up into the Ohio Valley, still a little bit of instability, but we're starting to see that quickly diminish into this afternoon. So that's how that heat and humidity are playing into our instability today. The least is up in the Ohio Valley, but still enough to get some severe storms. And then a couple more little pockets of higher instability through the Gulf states. So we could have a few areas that'll potentially see severe weather before that lingers off with the rest of that cold front. So here's how those storms are shaping up over the next few hours. 2 p.m., seeing those isolated cells forming over Louisiana and Mississippi. Then starting to track slowly off to the east, making their way towards Jackson by around 5 p.m. Central. Shortly after, 6:30, there could be a couple of cells tracking up into Brownsville, up from crossing into the U.S. from Brownsville, forming some severe hail, and then more ongoing from Louisiana into Mississippi. And then those are finally going to track off to the east in the evening and overnight hours, tapering off for your Saturday. So watching all that. Then up into the Ohio Valley, got more consistent storm coverage, but, you know, a couple little pockets here where we could see severe winds with any of those bands of storms tracking up through Cincinnati, through Columbus, through Cleveland, and then off to the east in the late evening and overnight hours before that kind of loses some steam as well, just from, you know, the after dark lack of instability that we tend to get. So for your hail forecast, keeping it down in the southern states where we have our highest instability, highest dew points, etc. So for you guys down in Texas, got to put golf balls for Texas. You got lots of instability down there, so anything that does form could potentially get some big hail. So Brownsville, moderate chance for you guys to see severe hail with those cells tracking through. Any of that could be larger. Then up through Louisiana, Mississippi, we got that line passing through, but looking like it'll be mostly a wind risk. And then some isolated cells could produce some quarters to half dollars through that area. So if you guys are in Memphis, Jackson, New Orleans, you got a chance to see that hail later on today. Then for wind, looking at all three areas now, so including the Ohio Valley. If you guys are down in, once again, Brownsville, like Lafayette, down in Lake Charles, Memphis, all the way into New Orleans, you guys are in the risk to see some 60-mile-an-hour winds or higher with any of those lines passing through. Then up into the Ohio Valley, Rochester, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, anywhere in between. You guys could also see some pretty nasty winds with any of those lines tracking through along that cold front this evening, so stay tuned for that. Then for our tornado risk, keeping that exclusively along that line where we're starting to see potential rotation in the atmosphere. So Jackson, you guys are really the area to watch as that line passes through along that cold front. Could potentially see a brief spin-up tornado or two along that. Then for tomorrow, got an interesting little setup. Got that cold front action, and then Texas, you're going to have a secondary kind of mini cold front, if you will, passing up towards the I-20 corridor, and then get some storms forming around 6 p.m. near the Abilene area, developing as they track off to the southeast. Got a few cells that could potentially produce some hail as well as, you know, possibly some gusty winds. And then it's going to get real messy into the evening and overnight hours. Lots of rain around the, again, I-20 corridor from Dallas all the way out into Abilene and then south as well. Could get some lots of rain passing through into the overnight after that initial round of hail. Then for the East Coast, got that line tracking through, that cold front making its last run along the East Coast. So if you guys are in Raleigh, if you guys are in, any of the central Virginia area, you could see some storms starting up early, then forming that line that could potentially produce, again, some high wind gusts as that moves off to the east through Raleigh, through Charleston, along any of the East Coast and Mid-Atlantic, before it finally sinks down, and Florida could start to see some isolated storms as well. Those could produce hail or wind. So for your hail forecast, both of those areas in the risk could see some golf balls in either one. So for Texas, Abilene, and San Angelo, you guys are going to be in the risk for some storms tomorrow. Again, large hail possible, ping pong to golf ball size. Then up through the cold front risk area, with Raleigh, with Columbia, with anyone in that orange especially, you got some isolated cells forming initially before that line starts tracking through, so you could get some golf balls along with that. And then, once it lines out, get more storms forming along the area, but really anywhere out ahead of that cold front, you got enough instability, and that cold front has got enough juice left to get some quarters to half dollars through the area. So for you guys in like Norfolk, Washington, D.C., stay tuned for that into tomorrow. Then down into Savannah, Jacksonville, Melbourne, still a chance for you guys to see some severe hail along with the remnants of that cold front, but it's going to be a lot more scattered once it moves further south, so low end chance for you guys. Then into our wind risk, got just mostly the East Coast along with that cold front. So for Washington, D.C., for Norfolk, all the way down into Columbia, moderate chance for you guys with that initial line. And then kind of the same reasoning for you guys down south. Still a chance for wind with any of those cells, but it's staying pretty isolated for your area. So from Savannah down south of Melbourne, got a low end chance to see wind, but still a non-zero chance to see high winds with these cold front storms. And then for tornadoes, same area, we're going to shrink it a little bit to just where we have basically the best rotation in the atmosphere is what we look at for tornadoes. And this is kind of that highlighted area where we're seeing that into tomorrow. So Raleigh, Norfolk, Washington, D.C., along that line of storms or with any of those initial cells, you could potentially see, again, a brief spin up or two along that as that tracks out of the area. So that's what we got for today and tomorrow. That cold front is just making its way slowly off the East Coast. So that's what we're kind of have the story be for the next 48 hours. So you guys can go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, you can scan that QR code with the little pointer at it, and that'll get you a demo to our products, or you can sign up there. You can also call us at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we're happy to provide you with all your severe weather coverage as it comes at us. And for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.